Mic check, test 1, 2. The winner of the 50-50 card draw today, please check your cards. You're looking for the Ace of Hearts. Ace of Hearts in the 50-50 card draw. If you have that one, bring it to the canteen area to collect your prize. Ace of Hearts today. Good luck. Mic check, test 1, 2. Winner of today's 50-50 card draw, Lolik Morwicki. Congratulations. Lolik, excuse me. Lolik Morwicki. Congratulations. Notice to owners, trainers, drivers, and any patrons here today, family and friends of the late Callie Rankin. We're going to have a memorial walk from the paddock area up to the winner's circle following this afternoon's first race. So a memorial walk for the late Callie Rankin following the first race today from the paddock area to the winner's circle. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Northside Downs. It's event number 8 of the 2019 harness racing season. This afternoon, an 8-dash card of racing here at Northside featuring the Canada Day Pace along with the Lambert Todd Day's Pace. Currently in North Sydney, sunny skies, 19 degrees, and a fast track for a great afternoon of racing here live. Mic check, test 1, 2. Sorry for the technical difficulties there with our sound system. As previously mentioned, 19 degrees in the fast track this afternoon, live from Northside Downs, North Sydney, Nova Scotia. Those track conditions are rated by members of the Atlantic Province's Harness Racing Commission. The presiding judge this afternoon is Mr. Danny McKinnon. The associate judges are Mr. Danny Dowie, Mr. Craig Bills. On the starting gate and patrol judge this afternoon is Mr. Joe Garrett. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the afternoon's program and equipment changes. In the first race today, scratch the 2 entry, Which Way is Home. The entry will not go. First race, scratch 2, Which Way is Home. Equipment changes on 3, Camco Vincent, taking off the shadow roll this afternoon and also removing the spreaders. Also in the first today, 5, It's Sammy from Miami, goes from an open bridle to can't see back. And 7, Pictonian Speed, removes the screen today as well. No changes in the afternoon's second race. Turning over to race number 3. In the third, there are scratches of 4 Dinger 3 and 7 Eastern Eden. Scratch the 4 and scratch the 7 in the afternoon's third race. Fourth race this afternoon, the 4-entry Classic Smiley has equipment changes, removing the cheek rolls and removing the tongue tie, and will add an open bridle. Classic Smiley off, cheek rolls off, tongue tie, going to an open bridle. Fifth race today is the Canada Day Pace. It goes as programmed. In the sixth, the 1-entry Fleetwood Cam, adding gliders this afternoon. 6 Hot Rockstar takes off the straight overcheck and adds a birch bit. And 7 The Fascinator, adding earplugs today. 7th race this afternoon is the Lambert Todd Days Pace. 6 Sly Baron. Equipment changes from closed to open bridle and also adds a hood with cups. Sly Baron taking off the knee boots this afternoon and will add run-down boots behind. And 8th and final, 5 Blue Line adds gliders on the inside. And the 8-entry Give It All takes off the line pole on the inside and adds earplugs as well today. Those are the afternoon's program and equipment changes at 12:36, 24 minutes away from the opener. First of 8 here on Saturday afternoon at Northside Downs kicks off the early daily double and features Triactor Quinella Superfecta along with Win Place and Show Wagering. Post time for the first is at 1 o'clock. Entries will be on the track for post parade for the opener in approximately 15 minutes. Entries for the afternoon's first race. Now making their way to the track for post parade. One Beauty is blind. For the Ratchford stable, trainer Dave Ratchford, driver today is Adam Link. 2 Which Way Is Home is scratched. 3 Camco Vincent is owned by Gussie Burns, trained and driven by Bobby Campbell. 4 Charlotte Style is owned, trained, and driven by Barry Bates. 5 It's Sammy from Miami. For corner, Sonny Rankin and Bill Andrews. Sonny Rankin trains with Roddy Hurley. 6 Misfit is owned, trained, and driven by Richie Barlock. 7 Pictonian Speed for Paul Barkhouse and Ashley Crane. Jake Jacobs training and driving. 8 BH Bella rounds out the field for owner Charles Penny. Trainer Jake Jacobs. Driver today is Redmond Doucette. First of 8 here on Saturday afternoon at Northside kicks off the early daily double. Features Triactor Quinella. There's a superfecta carryover of $142 and change here in the opener today, along with Win Place show wagering. Post time for the first is at 1 o'clock in 6 minutes. Just a couple of minutes to post time to the afternoon's opener. We'd like to welcome you on track and live online this afternoon. It's track announcer Shane Ryan up top here at Northside Downs on a beautiful Saturday afternoon, live from North Sydney, Nova Scotia. We kick off the first with a field of 7, and we've landed on the 4 Charlotte Style as our top selection. Currently the favorite on the tote board at $5.90. Owner, trainer, driver Barry Bates yet to hit the board in 4 starts. Off a qualifier here last week on the off track, 2, 6, and 4. Mare showed a lot of back class last season, was a winner 158 and 4 at Truro with 4 wins on that season, and raced much higher condition pacers here at the Downs last fall. Needs to rebound into some good form. Gets a good post to work with here today with the scratch of 2 Which Way Is Home. And I expect Barry Bates to be aggressive with Charlotte Style here this afternoon when the wings fly in the afternoon's opener. 3 Camco Vincent comes in off of a scratch, and another one that's yet to hit the board with some 5th and 6th place finishes. The times for Camco Vincent's miles, though, have been good. You'll look back to May 25th, finished 6th, charted 2, 1, and 1. May 19th, 4th, and 2, 2, and 2, pacing his own mile. Again, another good post to work with here today. And dropping down to the bottom of the class ladder, we'll throw Camco Vincent in for second. 5, It's Sammy from Miami is off a 3rd place finish here last week on the off track, charted in 2, 7, and 1. And from a couple of starts, does have that 3rd place finish. We'll call him for 3rd again here today for trainer Sonny Rankin and driver Roddy Hurley. Superfecta players, 2 Beauty Is Blind was 2nd here last week. Today draws the rail. And off of that performance could actually be a good upset play, but public's on board. Currently the 2nd favorite here at $6.60 on the tote board. For the Ratchford stable, Adam Link back in the bike this afternoon. 4, 3, 5, 1, my top 4 selections. Good luck with yours. Final call for wagering here on race number 1. First race of the afternoon, in the hands of the starter. It's post time. It's a field of 7 here to contest the opener from the rail out. It's Beauty Is Blind and Adam Link. Camco Vincent, Bobby Campbell. Charlotte Style, Barry Bates. It's Sammy from Miami, Roddy Hurley. Misfit, Richie Barlock. Pictonian Speed, Jake Jacobs. And BH Bella for Redmond Doucette. The opener is at the top of the stretch. Here they come. And there they go off and pacing. Beauty Is Blind at the inside. First one away, leaving out there into the turn. Charlotte Style looking to cross over early to sit second, and will do so. Away 3rd. From the back tier is Pictonian Speed. It's Sammy from Miami looking for a seat there from 4th in front of Camco Vincent, who goes 5th. BH Bella at the inside 6th and is going to move out early. And the early trailer back there in 7th is Misfit. So we'll go to the backstretch. Time 1 here. Beauty Is Blind for Adam Link. Fronts the field by a couple. Down at that opening quarter in 31 seconds flat. Charlotte's Style left well. She got rewarded with a 2-hole ride in the opener. BH Bella's underway early. First up here for Redmond Doucette from 3rd. Pictonian Speed down at the inside 4th. It's Sammy from Miami. Will be towed into it 2nd over 5th. Camco Vincent looking to the outer flow there from 6th. And trailing 7th, Misfit. Early activity here. 4 in, 3 moved early. At the opening half mile, Beauty Is Blind, still the leader up front. BH Bella came to call early. She's parked there 2nd through a 103 flat. Opening half, Charlotte Style fills the pocket 3rd. It's Sammy from Miami, well spotted 2nd over 4th. Pictonian Speed needs racing room 5th. Camco Vincent to the outside 6th, not advancing at this point. And Misfit trails 7th. They're paired up going to 3/4. Still Beauty Is Blind up front. Still BH Bella just a neck away 2nd. Charlotte Style nowhere to go 3rd. It's Sammy from Miami. Might have to tip 3 wide there from 4th, and will do so now. Then Pictonian Speed, 5th at 3/4 and 1. 34 and 1. Beauty is Blind, trying to go all the way here in the opener. Charlotte Style there, 2nd, 3 wide. It's Sammy from Miami. BH Bella still there between pacers, turning for home though. Beauty is Blind trying to get away here in the 1st. Charlotte Style, Pictonian Speed up the inside. It's Sammy from Miami. It's going to be Beauty is Blind to hang on here in the 1st to win it. Over Pictonian Speed, and then maybe Charlotte Style over It's Sammy from Miami for 3rd. 2:06 flat. Beauty is Blind has returned to the first race winner circle, the 2-year-old Bay Filly by Better Than Cheddar. It's from the Western Hanover Dam, Fast Ruffles. Owned by the Ratchford Stable, North Sydney. Dave Ratchford does the training. Adam Link is in the bike. The filly's 2nd lifetime start gets her a maiden race win record here this afternoon. To open it up on Saturday at Northside Downs, Beauty is Blind, wire to wire in the 1st for Adam Link, in 2:06 flat. Just a reminder, after the results are made official here and we do the official rundown in the 1st, we are going to have a memorial walk and the horseshoe ceremony in the winner's circle in memory of the late Callie Rankin. That will come up following the rundown from the afternoon's 1st. Afternoon's first race is now official. Beauty is Blind was the race winner. Which Way is Home was scratched, excuse me. Camco Vincent 7th. Charlotte's Style was 3rd. It's Sammy from Miami 4th. Misfit 6th. Pictonian Speed 2nd. BH Bella finished 5th. The fractions were 31, 103, 134 and 1, and the mile of 206. That's a maiden mark for 1. Beauty is Blind. From the top down, it's 1 scratch 7, 3, 4, 6, 2, then 5 on the bottom. Beauty is Blind in the first paid $6.20, $4 and $2.50. Pictonian Speed, $6 and $6.30, and $3 to show on 4 Charlotte Style. Cordell in the first, 177 at $29.70, and the 174 Triactor returned $139.50. The $1 Superfecta 1745 is in at $1,376.75. The afternoon second race is upcoming in approximately 12 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, that in the memory of the late William Calley Rankin. In his 69th year, surrounded by his family, courageously on his own terms, William Calley Rankin passed away at St. Joseph Hospital in Hamilton, Ontario. During his remarkable life, he surrounded himself with the things that he loved the most: family, friends, and horses. In his legendary career training horses, Calley earned just over 3,700 wins. Flamborough Downs was his home racetrack, and it was here that he dominated the titles of trainer and driver of the year for 9 consecutive years. He dedicated his life to the racing industry, not only training, driving, and owning, but also passing his wisdom and advice on to others, especially with his blacksmith abilities. He put a smile on everyone's face with a joke or a welcoming hug. One of his favorite racing memories was purchasing Bronze Sealster and proving that they were a winning combination. Born in Judic, Cape Breton, to Peggy and Donald Rankin, the importance of family was instilled in him his whole life. He made sure that his love for his sisters and brothers was obvious and a priority. Predeceased by brother Joey, survived by Sonny, Donna, Darlene, Mary Lou, Donnie, and Teresa. His wisdom, morals, and love were generously passed on to his daughters and their partners, Jeanette and Lou Fazzari, Jennifer and Darrell Blythe, Amber and Patrick Shepard, Lindsay and Tom Lacroix. His teachings will continue to grow and be evident through his 9 grandchildren: Callie, Reese, Harley, Woodson, Jarvis, Chase, Keisel, Zachary, and Mason, who he saw as his greatest achievement. He shared 47 years of happy marriage to the love of his life, Brenda. He cared and loved her and cherished every minute they had together. He was one of a kind, the real deal, and will be dearly missed. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us at this time, trackside and online, for a moment's silence in the memory of one of the top-notch horsemen from Cape Breton, the late Calley Rankin. We thank you very much. And from up top here at the Downs, our condolences to family, friends, and fellow horse people joining us here today, and of course in Ontario and throughout Canada and beyond. Cheddar from the Western Hanover Dam, fast Ruffles. Owned by the winner from the Western Hanover Dam, Fast Ruffles. Owned by the Ratchford Stable, North Sydney, Dave Ratchford does the trainer. From the first race of the afternoon in the hands of the starter. It's post time. It's a field of 7 here to contest the opener from the rail out. It's Beauty is Blind and Adam Link. Camco Vincent, Bobby Campbell. Charlotte Style, Barry Bates. It's Sammy from Miami, Roddy Hurley. Misfit, Richie Barlock. Pictonian Speed, Jake Jacobs. And BH Bella for Red Medusa. The opener is at the top of the stretch. Here they come. And there they go off and pacing. Beauty is Blind at the inside. First one away, leaving out there into the turn. Charlotte Style looking to cross over early to sit second, and will do so. Away third. And from the back tier is Pictonian Speed. It's Sammy from Miami looking for a seat there from fourth in front of Camco Vincent, who goes fifth. BH Bella at the inside sixth and is going to move out early. And the early trailer back there in seventh is Misfit. So we'll go to the back stretch. Time one here. Beauty is Blind for Adam Link. Fronts the field by a couple. Down at that opening quarter in 31 seconds flat. Charlotte's Style left well. She got rewarded with a 2-hole ride in the opener. BH Bella's underway early. First up here for Red Medusa from third. Pictonian Speed down at the inside fourth. It's Sammy from Miami. Will be towed into it second over fifth. Camco Vincent looking to the outer four there from sixth. And trailing seventh, Misfit. Early activity here. 4 in, 3 moved early. At the opening half mile, Beauty is Blind, still the leader up front. BH Bella came to call early. She's parked there second through a 103 flat. Opening half, Charlotte Style fills the pocket third. It's Sammy from Miami, well spotted second over fourth. Pictonian Speed needs racing room fifth. Camco Vincent to the outside sixth, not advancing at this point. And Misfit trails seventh. They're paired up going to 3/4. Still Beauty is Blind up front. Still BH Bella just a neck away second. Charlotte Style nowhere to go third. It's Sammy from Miami. Might have to tip 3 wide there from fourth, and will do so now. Then Pictonian Speed fifth at 3/4 and 1. 34 and 1. Beauty is Blind trying to go all the way here in the opener. Charlotte Style there second, 3 wide. It's Sammy from Miami. BH Bella still there between pacers, turning for home though. Beauty is Blind trying to get away here in the first. Charlotte Style, Pictonian Speed up the inside. It's Sammy from Miami. It's going to be Beauty is Blind to hang on here in the first to win it. Over Pictonian Speed, and then maybe Charlotte Style over It's Sammy from Miami for third. 206 flat. Show photo from the afternoon's first, available on the monitors. Entries for the afternoon second race now making their way to the track for post parade. I'm a Somebody the One is owned, trained, and driven by Kevin Bailey. 2 Eastview Dexter. Mark Pazzarello drives for owner trainer Brian O'Donnell. 3 Did You See That is owned and trained by Jimmy Struthers. Jamie Struthers will do the driving. 4 Perfect Raider is owned, trained, and driven by John Barrington. 5-0 Stress Nora for co-owners Ron Carter and Lynn Crawford Carter. George Carter trains with Adam Link. 6 Dusty Lane Royal. Gerard Kennedy drives this afternoon for owner-trainer Leonard McClellan. 7 I'm Bad, I'm Nationwide is owned, trained, and driven by Bob McCormick. That's the field for the afternoon second. It features Triactor, Exactor, Superfecta, along with Win Play Show Wagering, with post time for race number 2 at 1:25 in just 4 minutes. Just 3 minutes away from second race post time. It's a field of 7 high-end condition pacers here in the afternoon second race. We've landed on the 1 I'm a Somebody, 3-1 on the morning line as our top selection for owner, trainer, driver Kevin Bailey. The mare has won second from 3 starts already here in 2019. 6 trips to the winner's circle last season, including a season's best 59-4. I'm a Somebody in her career has proven to be a tough mare to beat when she can get on the lead. She likes to do her racing and does her best up front. We expect Kevin Bailey to hustle her out of the gate here today and either cut out the mile or work out a good trip from the inside. So we're going to lean on I'm a Somebody. 20 lifetime wins, just shy of 20,000 in career earnings. For second, 2 Eastview Dexter. Mark Pazzarello drives for owner trainer Brian O'Donnell. Mark has had a stellar start here to 2019. He's got a 4.37 average. Eastview Dexter has a win and a second from 5 starts, was second last week in the non-winners of 10.51 and had raced as high as the non-winners of 15.01. So dropping down in class again, a good post to work with, and a good second last week. Mark Pazzarello back in the wake. We're going to use Eastview Dexter, currently at 650 on the tote board. 5-0 Stress Nora got the Regent Street parking ticket last Saturday afternoon to a good half of 59-1, backed it up a bit from there. She finished 5th on the off-track, charted in 2.4-4. That's the only time this season she hasn't been on the board. She has 3 seconds and a third from 5 starts, so we're going to use her to round out the triactor. And if you're playing the Superfecta, we'll go to the 6 Dusty Lane Royal, hampered with the outside post here, and has drawn poorly the last couple of weeks, has rallied from off the pace to finish 4th on both occasions. Gerard Kennedy gets the call this afternoon for regular driver Ryan Campbell, for owner-trainer Leonard McClellan. 1, 2, 5, 6 are my top 4 selections here in the afternoon second. Good luck with yours. It's final call for wagering on race number 2. Starter calls the horses. It's post time for race number 2. Afternoon second race has a field of 7. On gate from the rail out, it's I'm a Somebody and Kevin Bailey. Eastview Dexter, Mark Pazzarello. Did you see that? Jamie Struthers. Perfect Raider, John Barrington. Zero Stress Nora, Adam Link. Dusty Lane Royal, Gerard Kennedy. And I'm Bad I'm Nationwide for Bob McCormick. Second race, top of the stretch. Here they come. And there they go off and pacing. Inside 3, firing out I'm a Somebody at the inside. I'm Bad I'm Nationwide from the back tier away second. Eastview Dexter away third. On the outside 4th. Looking for a spot is Perfect Raider. Did you see that? Goes 5th. In front of Zero Stress Nora, who's away 6th. And the early trailer is Dusty Lane Royal. With the rail, Kevin Bailey's got them stacked up here, single file. I'm a Somebody, clear at the quarter by a length. On the pocket sitting, I'm Bad I'm Nationwide. That opening quarter's up in 30 seconds flat. Eastview Dexter sits 3rd. Did you see that? Underway the outside 4th. Perfect Raider sitting in 5th. Zero Stress Nora looks to roll now from 6th. And trailing and underway 7th is Dusty Lane Royal off the 3/8 turn. The opening half mile is where I'm a Somebody goes next. On a length lead, it's a perfect pocket ride at Northside for the veteran I'm Bad I'm Nationwide. Eastview Dexter decided to stay in 3rd. Did you see that? Floats first up the outside 4th. The half mile's up in 1:01. And a 2/5. Nowhere to go for Perfect Raider from 5th. Zero Stress Nora's going to have to try it 3 wide 6th, and she's underway now. And Dusty Lane Royal will look to catch some cover as they go next to 3/4. I'm a Somebody got a second quarter breather, and now looks to roll here by a length and a half. Eastview Dexter found a way out second. I'm Bad I'm Nationwide down at the cones 3rd. Did you see that? Wide from 4th. 3/4 in 1:32 and 1. The sprint is on now. I'm a Somebody at the inside. Eastview Dexter finding more here for Pazzarello on the outside. Then I'm Bad I'm Nationwide. Zero Stress Nora into the stretch. Eastview Dexter was fresh today out of the hole and looks to drive up here to win by a comfortable 3 on the line. I'm a Somebody looks to hang on over a hard-charging Zero Stress Nora. Then I'm Bad I'm Nationwide in 2:01 and 1. Eastview Dexter's return to the second race. Winner's Circle, the 7-year-old bay gelding by Electric Stena, is from the Western Success Dam Handful of Success. Owned and trained by Brian O'Donnell to Waterford. Mark Pazzarello in the bike for the win. Second for Eastview Dexter here in 2019. The pacer gets his 16th lifetime victory this afternoon. 29 flat, closed it out. Eastview Dexter and Mark Pazzarello in the second. This afternoon here at Northside Downs, we'd like to extend a happy birthday greeting to one of our own on track. That's driver Randy Ghetto. Randy celebrating a birthday, so as he makes his tour of the Downs this afternoon, make sure you wish him a happy birthday. That's from your family and friends here, Randy, at Northside. Afternoon's second race is now official. I'm a Somebody finished third. Eastview Dexter the winner. Did you see that fifth? Perfect Raider seventh. Zero Stress Nora was second. Dusty Lane Royal sixth. I'm Bad I'm Nationwide was fourth. 30, 101 and 2, 132 and 1, a mile of 201 and 1 for 2 Eastview Dexter. Top down, it's 315, 726, 4 on the bottom. Eastview Dexter paid 410, 570 and 290. Zero Stress Nora 350 and 290. I'm a Somebody $2.60 to show. Daily Double paid $10.60. The 2.5 Exactor was $26.80. 251 Triactor at $94.60. And the $1 Superfect at 2517 paid $209.40. Third race is up next. Post time is in 12 minutes. For race number 2. Afternoon's second race has a field of 7. On gate from the railroad, it's I'm a Somebody and Kevin Bailey. Eastview Dexter, Mark Pazzarello. Did you see that? Jamie Struthers. Perfect Raider, John Barrington. Zero Stress Nora, Adam Link. Dusty Lane Royal, Gerard Kennedy. And I'm Bad I'm Nationwide for Bob McCormick. Second race, top of the stretch. Here they come. And there they go, off and pacing. Inside 3, firing out I'm a Somebody at the inside. I'm Bad I'm Nationwide from the back tier, away second. Eastview Dexter away third, on the outside fourth. Looking for a spot is Perfect Raider. Did you see that? Goes fifth. In front of Zero Stress Nora, who's away sixth. And the early trailer is Dusty Lane Royal. With the rail, Kevin Bailey's got them stacked up here, single file. I'm a Somebody, clear at the quarter by a length on the pocket sitting. I'm Bad I'm Nationwide. That opening quarter's up in 30 seconds flat. Eastview Dexter sits third. Did you see that? Underway the outside fourth. Perfect Raider sitting in fifth. Zero Stress Nora looks to roll now from sixth. And trailing and underway seventh is Dusty Lane Royal off the 3/8 turn. The opening half mile is where I'm a Somebody goes next. On a length lead, it's a perfect pocket ride at Northside for the veteran I'm Bad I'm Nationwide. Eastview Dexter decided to stay in third. Did you see that? Floats first up the outside fourth. The half mile's up in 1:01. And a 2/5. Nowhere to go for Perfect Raider from fifth. Zero Stress Nora's going to have to try it 3 wide sixth, and she's underway now. And Dusty Lane Royal will look to catch some cover as they go next to 3/4. I'm a Somebody got a second quarter breather, and now looks to roll here by a length and a half. Eastview Dexter found a way out second. I'm Bad I'm Nationwide down at the cones third. Did you see that? Wide from fourth. 3/4 in 1, 32 and 1. The sprint is on now. I'm a Somebody at the inside. Eastview Dexter finding more here for Pazzarello on the outside. Then I'm Bad I'm Nationwide. Zero Stress Nora into the stretch. Eastview Dexter was fresh today out of the hole and looks to drive up here to win by a comfortable 3 on the line. I'm a Somebody looks to hang on over a hard-charging Zero Stress Nora. Then I'm Bad I'm Nationwide in 2:01 and 1. Spud Island Lucas on third race post parade is owned by Greg Bailey, trained and driven by Kevin Bailey. Libby Beans, too, is owned and trained by Adam Link. Adam's in the bike. Sunny Beach 3 is owned by Joe Lewis, trained by Heather Hawkins with Gerard Kennedy. Four, Dinger 3 is scratched. 5, Lita Atomica is owned by Joe Nearing, trained by Joey Poyer. Redmond Doucette drives today. 6, Send It Home Della for owner Janice McIntosh, trainer George Della Valle, drivers Kenny Pazzarini. And 7, Eastern Eden, also scratched this afternoon. It's a field of 5 to contest the third. Triactor Quinella Superfecta win place show wagering with post time at 1:50 in 7 minutes. 4 minutes to post time to the afternoon's third race. And we're scratched down to a field of 5. Entries 4, Dinger 3, and Eastern Eden, both scratched here this afternoon. And we've got a heavy, heavy favorite on the tote board. That's the 3, Sunny Beach, at 3-1 on the morning line. We were in this situation last week where we had a 210 horse on the tote board. We backed that one and we're disappointed with the result. So we're going to play for an upset here this afternoon, and that's the 5, Lita Atomica. Redmond Doucette for Joe Nearing and Joey Poyer. And we're going to rely on a chart line for May 19th here at the Downs on a good track. And that being a 4th place finish here, a last quarter of 29-2 for Lita Atomica. And charted in 2, 3, and 3. It's a short field. Redmond Doucette jumps on board this afternoon. Redmond's got a 4.13 average in the bike and should be a help to the 8-year-old mare. She's only got 4 lifetime wins. She's a bit camera shy. But we're going to go on an upset play, and as we say that, she just dropped to 5.90 on the tote board with a couple of minutes to post time. Sunny Beach, certainly the one, 250 on the board. Been on the board in all 6 week, 2-5 and 1. Gerard Kennedy for the team of Joseph Lewis and Heather Hawkins. Certainly one you've got to put in your Quinellas tries. And Susan Lucas was second by a neck last week and has been on the board in 3 of 4 starts for owner Greg Bailey. Kevin Bailey training, and Kevin's in the bike this week, has the rail, and certainly should be in the mix here, leaving with an inside post. Superfecta player 6, Send It Home Della, was a long shot 3rd last week and was out a long ways in the mile for Kenny Pazzarini, Janice McIntosh, George Della Valle. We'll have to probably do it from off the pace here again today. And off that 3rd last week, she certainly deserves some consideration as well to round out the Superfecta. 5, 3, 1, 6. We're looking for an upset here in 3rd. Final call for wagering here on race number 3. Good luck with your selections. Starter calls the horses. It's post time here for the 3rd. Third race of the afternoon, scratched down to a field of 5. On gate, rail out, Spot Island, Lucas and Kevin Bailey. Libby Beans, Adam Link. Sunny Beach, Gerard Kennedy. Lita Atomica, Redmond Doucette. And Send It Home Della for Kenny Pazzarini. Short field of 5 for the 3rd. Round the turn, top of the stretch. Here they come. And there they go off of Hastings. Sunny Beach leaving out there into the turn, as is Libby Beans. Quickly crossing over to sit second. Lita Atomica on the outside might have a decision to make, and that's going to be to drive on early there from 3rd for Doucette. Away fourth is Spud Island Lucas, and the early trailer back there in fifth is Send It Home Della. They go to the back stretch for time one. Lita Atomica was parked. Redmond Doucette made that decision, and that was to clear to the lead. Over the pocket sitting now Sunny Beach up front at the quarter. Libby Beans is away third. Spud Island Lucas down at the cones fourth. And trailing fifth in the early going is Send It Home Della. 29-2 opened it up, and Sunny Beach is not going to wait. It's an aggressive pocket-pulling move here by Gerard Kennedy down at 3/8. Wants him back on point and will do so. Round the turn here for the first time. Lita Atomica now second. Libby Beans at the inside third. Spud Island Lucas sits fourth, and Send It Home Della continues to trail back there in fifth at the opening half mile. It's a 2-length advantage for the Sunny Beach up front over a 59-4 opening half mile. Lita Atomica about 2 lengths off that leader second. Libby Beans has had a ground-saving trip third. Spud Island Lucas looking to get motivated from fourth. And Send It Home Della continues to trail, but looking to move out now from fifth as they go to 3/4. Up front, Sunny Beach continues to lead it. At the inside second, Lita Atomica. Libby Beans there third. Spud Island Lucas now off the cones from fourth. And Send It Home Della will try to follow that cover fifth. 3/4 in 1:31 for Sunny Beach, who tries to widen the advantage here with just over 1/8 of a mile left to go. Lita Atomica trying to close in for a shot now second. Spud Island Lucas there third. Then Libby Beans and Send It Home Della. Sunny Beach. Lita Atomica to take a shot here in the stretch now. And Redmond Doucette got the call this afternoon, and Lita Atomica scores on the line. Sunny Beach second. Spud Island Lucas drove in to be third. 2:01-2. Lita Atomica has returned to the third race winner circle. The 8-year-old bay mare by Dolly is from the Betters to Lake Dam Bet Your Booty. Owned by Joseph Deering, Howie Center. Joey Poyer does the training. Redmond Doucette got the catch drive call this afternoon. Got the mare her first win here in 2019 and her 5th lifetime victory. She started out as a 5-1 long shot. She went off as the post-time favorite. Lita Atomica. Redmond Doucette in the third. 2:01-2. Afternoon's third race is now official. Spud Island Lucas finished third. Libby Beans was fourth. Sunny Beach second. Dinger 3 was scratched. Lita Atomica, the race winner. Send It Home Della fifth. Eastern Eden also scratched. 29 and 2, 59 and 4, 131, and a mile of 201 and 2 for 5 Lita Atomica. Top down 3, 4, 2. Scratch 1, 5. Scratch on the bottom. Across the board for the winner, Lita Atomica was 440, 1060, and 240. Sunny Beach at 310 and 210. And Spud Island Lucas $2.10 to show. 3553 Quinella. Starter calls the horses. It's post time. Here for the third. Third race of the afternoon, scratched down to a field of 5. On gate, rail out, Spud Island Lucas and Kevin Bailey. Libby Beans, Adam Link. Sunny Beach, Gerard Kennedy. Lita Atomica, Redmond Doucette. And Send It Home Della for Kenny Pazzarini. Short field of 5 for the third. Round the turn, top of the stretch. Here they come. And there they go off of Hastings. Sunny Beach leaving out there into the turn, as is Libby Beans. Quickly crossing over to sit second. Lita Atomica on the outside might have a decision to make, and that's going to be to drive on early there from third for Doucette. Away fourth is Spud Island Lucas, and the early trailer back there in fifth is Send It Home Della. They go to the backstretch for time one. Lita Atomica was parked. Redmond Doucette made that decision, and that was to clear to the lead. Over the pocket sitting now Sunny Beach up front at the quarter. Libby Beans is away third. Spud Island Lucas down at the cones fourth. And trailing fifth in the early going is Send It Home Della. 29 and 2 opened it up, and Sunny Beach is not going to wait. It's an aggressive pocket-pulling move here by Gerard Kennedy down at 3/8. Wants him back on point and will do so. Round the turn here for the first time. Lita Atomica now second. Libby Beans at the inside third. Spud Island Lucas sits fourth, and Send It Home Della continues to trail back there in fifth at the opening half mile. It's a 2-length advantage for the Sunny Beach up front over a 59 and 4 opening half mile. Lita Atomica about 2 lengths off that leader second. Libby Beans has had a ground-saving trip third. Spud Island Lucas looking to get motivated from fourth. And Send It Home Della continues to trail, but looking to move out now from fifth as they go to 3/4. Up front, Sunny Beach continues to lead it. At the inside second, Lita Atomica. Libby Beans there third. Spud Island Lucas now off the cones from fourth. And Send It Home Della will try to follow that cover fifth. 3/4 in 1:31 for Sunny Beach, who tries to widen the advantage here with just over 1/8 of a mile left to go. Lita Atomica trying to close in for a shot now second. Spud Island Lucas there third. Then Libby Beans and Send It Home Della. Sunny Beach. Lita Atomica to take a shot here in the stretch now. And Redmond Doucette got the call this afternoon, and Lita Atomica scores on the line. Sunny Beach second. Spud Island Lucas drove in to be third. 2:01 and 2. Entries for the afternoon's fourth race. Now make your way to the track for post-parade. 1 Rock, Who's There? Is owned, trained, and driven by Jason McNeil. 2 Cowboy Gilles gets the services of John Willie Beaton for owner Jeff Lynch and trainer Tom Lynch. Southwind Ricardo 3 for owners Joel and Harold LeBlanc, Willie Seymour and Bernie Gillis. Harold LeBlanc trains with Harold LeBlanc Jr. 4 Classic Smiley is owned by Steve Morton. Julian Friesen trains with Mark Pazzarello. 5 Burnham Up Burr is owned and trained by Heather Hawkins with Gerard Kennedy. 6 Putnam's Power for owner-trainer Willie Seymour. Driver this afternoon is Kerry Romeo. 7 Rocky Western, owned by Joe Nearing, trained by Joe Poirier with Redmond Doucette. 8 Nike's Cowgirl rounds out the field for owner-trainer Jimmy Struthers and driver Jamie Struthers. That's the field for the afternoon's fourth Triactor Exactor Superfecta. Pick 4 on track here at the Downs, along with Win Place Show Wagering, with post time for the fourth at 2:11 in 6 minutes. 5 minutes of post time to the afternoon's fourth race, and it's a competitive looking group of 8 here set to go postward. 7 Rocky Western's going to make his way to the paddock for an equipment repair here. With now 4 minutes to post time, we've landed on the 3 Southwind Ricardo as our top selection. The 6-year-old by Dragon again for trainer Harold LeBlanc, driver Harold LeBlanc Jr. Was in off of a scratch last week. 2 starts back, however, was a winner basically in the same class as this one in 2 minutes and a fifth. Harold LeBlanc Jr. driving on that day. 2 wins from 6 starts for Southwind Ricardo, who was co-horse of the year last year here at Northside Downs. We're going to back him with a decent post to work with here today, and we're going to not worry about that scratch from last week, as the form prior to that looked pretty good. For second, 4 Classic Smiley has gone all the way up the class ladder here at the Downs. We'd be tempted to back her again today. She's gone from non-winners of 201 on the 25th to 499 to 620 to 860. It doesn't matter who she's met. She's beat them all. 4 wins in a row here for Mark Pazzarello. Trainer Julian Friesen will call her for second here today. She's got 5 wins on the season, but continuing to rise up in class. We'll see if she can rise to the challenge here today. 8 Nike's Cowgirl. We called for an upset play here last week, and she rewarded our selection for Jimmy and Jamie Struthers. She was a comfortable winner by 7 in 2:01, which was a good trip on the off track. She certainly has the back class here to be part of this ticket. 7 wins last season, 56-1 over at Charlottetown. Trip scenario is the key. She's not the quickest off the wings, and so she'll have to do it from off the pace. But if we get a good early fractions and she gets out and rolling, she's certainly one who could step up here and land in the winner's circle. 5, Burnham Up Burr to round out the superfecta. 5th last week. Burnham Up Burr, the other co-winner at the Horse of the Year last year here at the Downs for Heather Hawkins, Gerard Kennedy. We'll see how he gets situated off the gate. Gerard Kennedy, usually aggressive with him leaving. He's stuck on the outside in Classic Smile. He's got good gate speed to the inside. I expect Southwind Ricardo to try and leave out as well. So we'll see what kind of a trip Burnham Up Burr can work out, currently at 1060 on the tote board. I'm looking 3, 4, 8, 5, but it's a competitive group here in the afternoon's 4th. Good luck with your selections. Final call at the windows. Fourth race of the afternoon in the hands of the starter with Rock, Who's There, and Jason McNeil, Cowboy Jill, John Willie Beaton. Southwind Ricardo, Harold LeBlanc Jr., Classic Smiley, Mark Pezzarello. Burnham Up Burr, Gerard Kennedy. Putnam's Power, Kerry Romeo. Rocky Western, Redmond Doucette. Nike's Cowgirl, Jamie Struthers. Fourth race, top of the stretch. Here they come. And there they go off and pacing. Southwind Ricardo and Classic Smiley firing out into the turn. Rock, Who's There, looks to fill the pocket away second. So Southwind Ricardo's left on the outside early third. Burnham Up Burr got away fourth. And then fifth around the turn to Rocky Western. Away sixth is Cowboy Jill. The early trailers, Nike's Cowgirl. And at the back trailing is Putnam's Power. Power. Classic Smiley's riding a 4-race win streak, and Mark Pazzarello, it doesn't matter what class she's in, she's pointed to the lead. 29-2 opened it up. Rock, who's there? The veteran's got a pocket ride at Northside. He sits second. Southwind Ricardo can't wait. He's rolling first up for Harold LeBlanc Jr. third, and the rest of the backfield's in tow. Burnham up Burr second over fourth to the half. Fifth and moving out is Rocky Western. Nike's Cowgirls out there sixth on the outside. Putnam's Power is going to follow seventh, and Cowboy Gilles trails at the inside eighth over the half mile. Classic Smiley's got a cavalry charge coming. That half mile's up in 1 minute flat. Southwind Ricardo now advancing to second. Rock, who's there, sits third. Burnham up Burr's well spotted second over fourth, and Rocky Western looks live from fifth. Sixth at the inside, Cowboy Gilles. Nike's Cowgirl starting to get into it there from seventh, and Putnam's Power trails eighth down at three-quarters. Classic Smiley still up front leads it. Burnham up Burr on the far outside, now on to second. Southwind Ricardo dropping back third. Rocky Western's into the mix fourth, three-quarters in 1:30, and a fifth. Classic Smiley by 4 turning for home now. Burnham up Burr's on the scene second. The outside third comes Nike's Cowgirl. Wow, Classic Smiley, 5 in a row for Pazzarello here at the Downs. She keeps climbing the class ladder. She keeps going to the winner's circle. Today it's 1:59-3. Classic Smiley's back in the fourth race. Winner Circle 4-year-old baby mare by Classic Courage Sharks from the Rock 3 Dam Wind Machine, owned by Steve Morton. Windsor Julian Friesen does the training. Mark Pazzarello's got along splendidly with the mare here at the Downs since arriving back in May, as she gets her 6th win here in 2019, 5th win in a row here at Northside, 7th lifetime, and a new race win record to boot. Mark's got a driving double at the midway point on Saturday afternoon. He put a new mark here in the 4th on Classic Smiley, 1:59-3. Afternoon's fourth race is now official. Rock Rock, Who's There, was seventh. Cowboy Jill sixth. Southwind Ricardo fifth. Classic Smiley, the race winner. Burn 'em Up Burr second. Putnam's Power was eighth. Rocky Western fourth. Nike's Cowgirl finished third. 29 and 2, 1 minute. 1:30 and 1, a mile of 1:59 and 3 for 4 Classic Smiley. Top down 765, 128, 4 then 3 on the bottom. Classic Smiley at 920, 360 and 290. Burn 'em Up Burr 390 and 290. And Nike's Cowgirl $4.50 to show. 4.5 Exactor was $98.20. The 4.58 Triactor 135.6. Fourth race of the afternoon in the hands of the starter with Rock Rock, Who's There, and Jason McNeil, Cowboy Jill, John Willie Beaton. Southwind Ricardo, Harold LeBlanc Jr., Classic Smiley, Mark Pezzarello. Burn 'em Up Burr, Gerard Kennedy. Putnam's Power, Kerry Romeo. Rocky Western, Redmond Doucette. Nike's Cowgirl, Jamie Struthers. Fourth race, top of the stretch. Here they come. And there they go off and pacing. Southwind Ricardo and Classic Smiley firing out into the turn. Rock Rock, Who's There, looks to fill the pocket away second. So Southwind Ricardo's left on the outside early third. Burn 'em Up Burr got away fourth. And then fifth around the turn to Rocky Western. Away sixth is Cowboy Jill. The early trailers, Nike's Cowgirl. And at the back trailing is Putnam's Power. Classic Smiley's riding a 4-race win streak, and Mark Pezzarello, it doesn't matter what class she's in, she's pointed to the lead. 29 and 2 opened it up. Rock Rock, Who's There, the veteran's got a pocket ride at Northside. He sits second. Southwind Ricardo can't wait. He's rolling first up for Harold LeBlanc Jr. third, and the rest of the backfield's in tow. Burn 'em Up Burr second over fourth to the half. Fifth and moving out is Rocky Western. Nike's Cowgirl's out there sixth on the outside. Putnam's Power's going to follow seventh, and Cowboy Jill trails at the inside eighth over the half mile. Classic Smiley's got a cavalry charge coming. That half mile's up in 1 minute flat. Southwind Ricardo now advancing to second. Rock Rock, Who's There, sits third. Burn 'em Up Burr's well spotted second over fourth, and Rocky Western looks live from fifth. Sixth at the inside, Cowboy Jill. Nike's Cowgirl starting to get into it there from seventh, and Putnam's Power trails eighth down at three-quarters. Classic Smiley still up front, leads it. Burn 'em Up Burr on the far outside, now on to second. Southwind Ricardo dropping back third. Rocky Western's into the mix fourth, three-quarters in 1:30 and a fifth. Classic Smiley by 4, turning for home now. Burn 'em Up Burr's on the scene second. The outside third comes Nike's Cowgirl. Wow, Classic Smiley, 5 in a row for Pezzarello here at the Downs. She keeps climbing the class ladder. She keeps going to the winner's circle. Today it's 1:59 and 3. Afternoon's fifth race entries on track for post parade. Western Swing, the one, is owned, trained, and driven by Martin Bates. 2 Florida Bound for owner trainer Doug McDonald, drivers Mark Pazzarello. Rita's Example 3, Gerard Kennedy drives for owner trainer Danny Morrison. 4 Articulate Barb, owned and trained by Norm Finder with Redmond Doucette. 5 TM Delta Force is owned, trained, and driven by Justin McKinnon. Got Faith in Cowboys 6. Barry Bates drives this afternoon for owner trainer Angus Gillis. Seven Windermere Bell, just making her way to the track, is owned, trained, and driven by Richie Barlock. That's the field for the afternoon's fifth. It's the Canada Day Pace Triactor Quinella Superfecta Win Play Show wagering with post time at 2:32 in just 4 minutes. Just a couple of minutes to post time to the afternoon's fifth race. And it's a field of 7 set to go behind the gate in the Canada Day Pace. The 1 entry Western Swing will be our top selection. Owned, trained, and driven by Martin Bates. The 4-year-old mare has a win from 6 starts here in 2019, along with a couple of third-place finishes. 5-time winner here last year at the Downs. Draws the rail today. Had been racing in her last start up in the non-winners of 690. Prior to that, non-winners of 831. The rail should be a big help here today, along with the drop in class. Public's on board currently. Western Swing's the top choice at 410, now dropping to 390. Second favorite on the tote board is the 6, Got Faith in Cowboys. The 9-year-old mare's had a tough start to her 2019 season, 2/3 from 6 starts. She's raced her entire career here at Northside. 31 lifetime wins for owner-trainer Angus Gillis. Barry Bates subs for Martin Bates this afternoon. She's saddled with that outside post, but she's dropping again in class here today. We still think, despite the post 6, that Barry Bates can work out a trip here for Got Faith in Cowboys. If you're playing the triactor, we're going to try and round it out with a bit of a long shot. That's 5-1 morning line choice, Articulate Barb. We teamed up for a selection with the Redmond Doucette and Lita Atomica earlier on the program. Redmond's in the bike this week again for owner-trainer Norm Finder. Articulate Barb dropping a bit in class here. Her last two starts up and down winners of 5:30, down winners of 6:01. She has 2/3 from 7. We'll look for Articulate Barb to route the tractor. Superfecta 2 Florida Bound. The 5-year-old mare draws inside here today. She's off a 6th place finish last week. 2 starts back though. She left inside, had a ground-saving trip, and finished 3rd, charted in 2, 3, and 3. We can see a similar trip scenario here this afternoon for 2 Florida Bound, who has some good gate speed and might be able to work out a 2-year-old trip behind the 1 Western Swing. 1, 6, 4, 2 are my top 4 selections. Good luck with yours. It's final call for wagering here on race number 5. Starter calls the horses. It's post time. Here for the 5th. Fifth race of the afternoon, field of 7, set to contest it. They're in the hands of the starter. It's post time. It's Western Swing on the rail for Martin Bates, Florida Bound, and Mark Pazzarello. Rita's Example, Gerard Kennedy. Articulate Barb, Redmond Doucette. TM Delta Force, Justin McKinnon. Got Faith in Cowboys, Barry Bates. Windermere Bell in the back tier for Richie Barlock. Afternoon's 5th, top of the stretch. Here they come. And there they go off and pacing, and Western Swing did fire out of there into the turn for Martin Bates. Florida Bound left well and will sit 2nd. Away 3rd, crossing over is Rita's Example. Got Faith in Cowboys. She's on the limb there from 4th and going to quickly drive up to try and challenge the leader. 5th to Articulate Barb. Then 6th to the quarter is Windermere Bell. And the early trailer back there in 7th is TM Delta Force. Western Swing from the rail got to the lead early and easily. Got Faith in Cowboys had to work to make front past that quarter. Now it's up in 29 and 4/5, and Western Swing looks to come back for the retake here. Down at 3/8. Got Faith in Cowboys up front. Western Swing wants the front, and Martin Bates trying now to get back down to the pylons off the give and go. 3/8 turn, first time. Western Swing back to the lead. Now 2nd, Got Faith in Cowboys. Rita's Example moving there from 3rd and cannot get down to the pylons. And so Rita's Example is going to aggressively try it here. 3 wide for Gerard Kennedy around the turn as Western Swings had some major difficulty. And so on to 5/8's Rita's Example against Got Faith in Cowboys. Florida Bound now 3rd. TM Delta Force into the mix from 4th. Articulate Barb at the inside 5th. Wide 6th Windermere Bell. And Western Swing trails going to 3/4. Got Faith in Cowboys still leads it. Rita's Example on the outside 2nd. Florida Bound into the pocket there 3rd. TM Delta Force 4th, then Windermere Bell. Western Swing and Articulate Barb 1:31 and 3 for 3/4. The veteran mare Got Faith in Cowboys leads it with an 1/8 of a mile left to go. Rita's Example on the outside. Florida Bound needs a way out down at the cones. Got Faith in Cowboys though, and Barry Bates this afternoon on the line to win it. Florida Bound looks to drive in for second over Rita's Example, and then TM Delta Force in 2:03 flat. Judges inquire here in the afternoon's fifth race. We'll look at racing action in the stretch drive and approaching the half mile. Please hold all tickets. Got Faith in Cowboys now returning to the afternoon's fifth race. Winner's Circle, 9-year-old bay mare by Brandon's Cowboys from the Cambest Dam. Scented Candle, owned and trained by Angus Gillis to Waterford. Barry Bates got the call this afternoon. Got Faith in Cowboys, her first win here in 2019. And the mare picks up her 32nd lifetime victory this afternoon. Cooler presentation here. It's the Canada Day pace in the afternoon's fifth. Northside Downs kicked off the racing here on Canada Day in 1898. Still going strong here at the Downs in 2019. Got Faith in Cowboys gets the Canada Day pace cooler. In line to Barry Bates in the fifth and 2:03 flat. Ladies and gentlemen, your final call for the afternoon's 50-50. You can get yours here on the grounds of the Downs, but get them soon. Final call for the afternoon's 50-50. Reminder, judges inquiry here in the afternoon's fifth race are looking at racing action in the stretch drive and approaching the opening half mile. Also a reminder, there's racing action tomorrow at Inverness Raceway. They have a 10-dash card at 1:30. They're hosting the Atlantic Sire Stakes tomorrow, a couple of A divisions in the 3-year-old filly category. 1:30, 10 races tomorrow at Inverness. Afternoon's sixth race is now official. Dealing with the judges' inquiry here in today, or fifth race, excuse me. Dealing with the judges' inquiry in the fifth, judges ruled in the stretch drive that the 2-entry Florida Bound did interfere with 3 Rita's Example. As a result of that interference, 2 Florida Bound finished second and will be placed third in the official results. Judges also looked at racing action as part of the judges' inquiry approaching the half mile and ruled there were no violations at the half. So officially in today's fifth race, the rundown, Western Swing was sixth. Florida Bound finished second, placed third for interference on 3 Rita's Example in the stretch drive. Rita's Example finished third and is placed second. Articulate Barb did not finish. TM Delta Force was fourth. Got Faith in Cowboys, the race winner, Windermere Bell was 5th. 29-4, 101-2, 131-3, and a mile of 203 for 6 Got Faith in Cowboys. From the top down, your card should read 6, 2 place 3, 3 place 2. Did not finish, 4, 1, 5 on the bottom. Got Faith in Cowboys at 870, 950, and 480. Rita's Example, 680 and 310. And Florida Bound, $3.70 to show. The 6336 Quinella was $27 even. Starter calls the horses. It's post time. Race of the afternoon, field of 7 set to contest it. They're in the hands of the starter. It's post time. It's Western Swing on the rail for Martin Bates, Florida Bound, and Mark Pazzarello. Rita's Example, Gerard Kennedy. Articulate Barb, Red Medusa. TM Delta Force, Justin McKinnon. Got Faith in Cowboys, Barry Bates. Windermere Bell in the back tier for Richie Burlock. Afternoon's 5th, top of the stretch. Here they come. And there they go off and pacing, and Western Swing did fire out of there into the turn for Martin Bates. Florida Bound left well and will sit second. Away third, crossing over is Rita's Example. Got Faith in Cowboys. She's on the limb there from 4th and going to quickly drive up to try and challenge the leader. 5th to Articulate Barb. Then 6th to the quarter is Windermere Bell. And the early trailer back there in 7th is TM Delta Force. Western Swing from the rail got to the lead early and easily. Got Faith in Cowboys had to work to make front past that quarter. Now it's up in 29 and 4/5, and Western Swing looks to come back for the retake here. Down at 3/8, Got Faith in Cowboys up front. Western Swing wants the front, and Martin Bates trying now to get back down to the pylons off the give and go. 3/8 turn first time. Western Swing back to the lead. Now second, Got Faith in Cowboys, Rita's Example. Moving there from third and cannot get down to the pylons. And so Rita's Example is going to aggressively try it here. 3 wide for Gerard Kennedy around the turn as Western Swings had some major difficulty. And so on to 5/8 Rita's Example against Got Faith in Cowboys. Florida Bound now third. TM Delta Force into the mix from 4th. Articulate Barb at the inside 5th. Wide 6th Windermere Bell. And Western Swing trails going to 3/4. Got Faith in Cowboys still leads it. Rita's Example on the outside 2nd. Florida Bound into the pocket there, 3rd. TM Delta Force 4th, then Windermere Bell. Western Swing and Articulate Barb 1:31-3 for 3/4. The veteran mare Got Faith in Cowboys leads it with an 1/8 of a mile left to go. Rita's Example on the outside. Florida Bound needs a way out down at the cones. Got Faith in Cowboys though, and Barry Bates this afternoon on the line to win it. Florida Bound looks to drive in for second over Rita's Example, and then TM Delta Force in 2:03 flat. Adam Link to the test barn, please. Adam Link to the test barn. Thank you. Fleetwood Cam on 6th race Post Parade is owned by Ashley Crane, trained and driven by Jake Jacobs. 2 in the studio, Redmond Doucette in the bike this afternoon for owners Norm Finder, Brent Bradbury. Norm Finder does the training. Ankaway 3 is owned and trained by Travis Campbell with Jerry Snow. 4 Broadway Bill is owned by James Hogan, trained by Charlie O'Coin with Mark Pazzarello. 5 JNJ, Harold LeBlanc Jr. drives for owner-trainer Willie Seymour. 6 Hot Rock Stars, owned, trained, and driven by Roddy Gillis. 7 The Fascinator is owned, trained, and driven by Jack Ellsworth. And 8 Windsong Katie is just making her way to the track on Post Parade, owned, trained, and driven by Barry Bates. That's the field for the afternoon's 6th Tractor Exactor Superfecta Win Play Show wagering. Post time for the 6th at 2:59 in just 3 minutes. Just a couple of minutes to post time to the afternoon 6th race, and it's a field of 8 mid-level conditioned pacers. We've landed on the 8 Windsong Katie as our top selection, owned, trained, and driven by Barry Bates. Barry just picked up a win on the program with Got Faith in Cowboys. He'll look to double up here with his own 8-year-old mare. 23 lifetime wins. She had 6 here at the Downs last season. She has a win, 2 starts back, and 2 1 and 4. And she drops down the class ladder here today. The only concern is that she's known as a mare who likes to get to the lead early, and she's tough to beat when on the front end. She's hampered with the saddle with the post 8 here, so she'll leave behind 2 in the studio. She'll have to make work out a trip from the back tier here today, but we're still going to use her off the class drop and the good start, 2 starts back to find her way to the winner's circle. 4 Broadway Bills, 3-1 on the morning line, and currently the favorite on the tote board. 14-year-old Gelding has 34 lifetime wins, 3/3 from 5 starts in 2019. He gets a hot Mark Pazzarello this afternoon back in the bike, and has been 3rd in 3 of his last 4 starts. Should be able to get well situated here with some good gate speed. Not sure if he can go all the way, but certainly one to use in your exactor try superfecta scenarios. 6 Hot Rock Star is one we've backed in the past. Probably have to come from the back of the bus. Second, 2 starts back for Roddy Gillis, charted 2-3, and 4 starts back was second from off the pace. If he can get into it early, he certainly has shown some speed to be part of the ticket here, but he's saddled with post 6, currently 1650 on the tote board. 5 J&J will round out the superfecta. We got a couple of 3 14-year-olds in the field here, including 2 in the studio. J&J has a 2nd and a 3rd from 4 starts, come in off a scratch here on June 8th, so hasn't raced since the 1st, but good closing quarters, and J&J's been a consistent pacer here at the Downs over the years. You notice last season's summary there, 8 seconds and 9/3. So we'll look for him to rebound to round out the superfecta. 8, 4, 6, 5 are my top 4 selections. Good luck with yours. Final call for wagering here on the 6th. Sixth race of the afternoon in the hands of the starter with Fleetwood Cam and Jake Jacobs in the studio. Redmond Doucette, Ankaway, Jerry Snow, Broadway Bill, Mark Pazzarello, J&J, Harold LeBlanc Jr., Hot Rock Star, Roddy Gillis, The Fascinator, Jack Ellsworth, Windsong Katie for Barry Bates. Sixth race, top of the stretch. Here they come. And there they go off and pacing. That's Fleetwood Cam at the inside, heading out into the lead. Away second is in the studio. Broadway Bill and Ankaway splitting pacers there in the early going third. And they're 3 high heading towards the opening eighth. Fleetwood Cam leads it on the far outside. Broadway Bill taking a shot. Ankaway between pacers. Away fourth is in the studio. Then fifth is Windsong Katie. Sixth at the inside, The Fascinator. Then followed up by J&J and Hot Rock Star trails opening quarter. Fleetwood Cam, 28-3. The Regent Street parking ticket's been issued, and the message is clear. You don't have to go home, Broadway Bill, but you can't stay here. Round the turn for the first time, Fleetwood Cam. The veteran Broadway Bill's got the parking ticket hard here this afternoon. Ankaway fills the pocket third. In the studio, underway on the outside fourth. Windsong Katie, she's third over fifth. Shooting the gap sixth is The Fascinator. Then seventh to J&J and Hot Rock Star trails opening half mile's a good one. Fleetwood Cam was there in 59 and 3/5 and leads Ankaway next to 3/4. Broadway Bill dropping back in the studio. Now 3 wide third. Windsong Katie follows the cover fourth. Fifth up the inside, The Fascinator, then Hot Rock Star, J&J getting motivated. They're 4 high at 3/4 now. Fleetwood Cam still leads it in the studio. Look at him in the eye there, second. Windsong Katie 3 wide. Hot Rock Star 4 high. 1:31-4. They're coming from everywhere into the stretch now. In the studio in the middle. Windsong Katie down the center. Hot Rock Star. J&J on the far outside. 4 of them across. Deep stretch now. Windsong Katie and Bates will double up here on Saturday afternoon. Hot Rock Star second. In the studio finishes third. 2:03-2. Winsong Katie is returning to the 6th race. Winner Circle, the 8-year-old bay mare by Santana Blue Chip, is from the Jenna's Beach Boy Dam, Briar Hill. Owned, trained, and driven to victory by Barry Bates. Winsong Katie gets her second win here in 2019, 24th lifetime victory. Barry's got a driving double through 6 as he wins back-to-back, this time with his own mare Winsong Katie in 2:03 and 2. Sixth race is now official. Fleetwood Cam was 8th in the studio, finished 3rd. Ankaway was 6th. Broadway Bill was 7th. J&J 4th. Hot Rock Star 2nd. The Fascinator was 5th. Winsong Katie, the race winner. 28 and 3, 59 and 3, 131 and 4. A mile of 2:03 and 2 for 8 Winsong Katie. Top down, it's 8:36, 7:42, 5 then 1 on the bottom. Winsong Katie at $5, 2:30 and 2:40. Hot Rock Star 8:20 and 3:50. And in the studio, $4.40 to show. 8.6 exactor was 44.20. The 8.62 try was 3:03.20. And there's a superfecta carryover of $34.83 to the afternoon 7th race, which is up next in 12 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the winning 50-50 number in the afternoon's draw. It's sixth race of the afternoon in the hands of the starter with Fleetwood Cam and Jake Jacobs in the studio. Redmond Doucette, Ankaway, Jerry Snow, Broadway Bill, Mark Pazzarello, J&J, Harold LeBlanc Jr., Hot Rock Star, Roddy Gillis, The Fascinator, Jack Ellsworth, Winsong Katie for Barry Bates. Sixth race, top of the stretch. Here they come. And there they go off and pacing. That's Fleetwood Cam at the inside, heading out into the lead. Away second is in the studio. Broadway Bill and Ankaway splitting pacers there in the early going third. And they're 3 high heading towards the opening 8th. Fleetwood Cam leads it on the far outside. Broadway Bill taking a shot. Ankaway between pacers. Away 4th is in the studio. Then 5th is Winsong Katie. 6th at the inside, The Fascinator. Then followed up by J&J and Hot Rock Star trails opening quarter. Fleetwood Cam, 28 and 3. The Regent Street parking ticket's been issued and the message is clear. You don't have to go home, Broadway Bill, but you can't stay here. Round the turn for the first time, Fleetwood Cam. The veteran Broadway Bill's got the parking ticket hard here this afternoon. Ankaway fills the pocket 3rd. In the studio, underway on the outside 4th. Winsong Katie, she's 3rd over 5th. Shooting the gap 6th is The Fascinator. Then 7th to J&J and Hot Rock Star trails opening half mile's a good one. Fleetwood Cam was there in 59 and 3/5 and leads Ankaway next to 3/4. Broadway Bill dropping back in the studio. Now 3 wide 3rd. Winsong Katie follows the cover 4th. 5th up the inside, The Fascinator, then Hot Rock Star, J&J getting motivated. They're 4 high at 3/4 now. Fleetwood Cam still leads it in the studio. Look at him in the eye there, 2nd. Winsong Katie 3 wide. Hot Rock Star 4 high. 1:31 and 4. They're coming from everywhere into the stretch now. In the studio in the middle, Win Song Katie down the center. Hot Rockstar. J&J on the far outside. Four of them across. Deep stretch now. Wind Song Katie and Bates will double up here on Saturday afternoon. Hot Rockstar second. In the studio finishes third. 2-0, 3-2. Winner of the afternoon's 50-50 is Ambrose Lukeman. Congratulations, Ambrose. Entries on track for post parade for the afternoon's 7th race, Accelerator the 1. Is owned and trained by Robert Blanchard. Redmond Doucette this afternoon will do the driving. Elm Grove Lady Luck 2. Gerard Kennedy drives for owner Erwin Cleaner and trainer Leonard McClellan. Brother John 3. Is co-owned by Randy and Bradley Ghetto, Susan McSween, and Wayne Hardy. Lee Collins trains, Randy Ghetto drives. For Wildcat Jet is owned and trained by Brian O'Donnell with Mark Pazzarello. 5 Waterside Lucky is co-owned by Joseph Burney and Ian McNeil. Ian McNeil trains, Kerry Romeo's in the bike. 6 Sly Baron rounds out the field for owner Joe Nearing, trained and driven by Joey Poirier. That's the field for the afternoon 7th. It's the Lambert Todd Days Pace, and it kicks off the afternoon's late daily double, along with Triactor, Quinella, Superfecta, and Win Place Show Wagering. With post time for the 7th at 3:20 in 6 minutes. 4 minutes to post time to the afternoon 7th. The 5-entry Waterside Lucky has returned to the paddock for an equipment repair. It's the Lambert Todd Days Pace here in the afternoon's 7th race. And a nice write-up inside of the program today, and a great feature in the Cape Breton Post, if you're able to read that, about the community of reserve mines in Lambert Todd, purchased by a group of businessmen who went on to have a stellar race career here. Community-owned horse, for sure, in the Maritimes and throughout Canada, breaking 14 track records and 138 wins from 312 heats. Lambert Todd Days Pace. And in the field of 6 today, we're going to go with the 3-entry Brother John as our top selection. Randy Ghetto in the bike and co-owning with Bradley Ghetto, Susan McSween, and Wayne Hardy, a model of consistency here at the Downs. And the chart lines will indicate that Brother John is going one way, and that is to the lead. We expect him to do so here this afternoon. We'll see whether or not he has enough in the tank to go all the way. 2s and 3s and 1s up and down the chart line. 3 wins from 7 starts for the 9-year-old gelding. We'll try him on top today. We're getting a pretty good price, $7.90 right now on the tote board. Elm Grove Lady Luck for second. Rallied from off the pace and did so very well last week. Just nipped at the wire here by a half length to Wildcat Jet and Brother John. Draws inside today, gets Gerard Kennedy subbing for Ryan Campbell this afternoon. Elm Grove Lady Luck 3 wins from 6 starts already and on the board in 5 of 6. She's currently $6.80 on the tote board. 4 Wildcat Jets, another one who has been a model of consistency. 7 starts, 2 wins, and 5 seconds. And got off the Chennai here last week off those 5 seconds with a win. Had a good inside trip. Mark Pazzarello flipped him 3 high, and he responded in the stretch to win in 2:02 and 2 on the off track. We'll see what kind of a trip he can work out here today, leaving from post 4. Can't leave Wildcat Jet out of the top 3. To the rail, the rail out the Superfecta Accelerator. Just talking upstairs here. Does not draw inside here on the program. You can see that. But still, no worse than 4th this season. And was a good 4th last week. Just charted in 2:02 and 3. Might be one to step up and surprise here. Gets the services of Red Medusa this afternoon for owner-trainer Robert Blanchard. Might be one to beware of with rail control should he choose to use it. 3, 2, 4, 1 are my top 4 selections. Good luck with yours. Final call for wagering here on the 7th. Seventh race of the afternoon in the hands of the starter. It's post time. It's a field of 6 this week, and the winner's over. The Lambert Todd Days Pace Accelerator on the rail for Red Medusa. Elm Grove Lady Luck, Gerard Kennedy. Brother John and Randy Ghetto. Wildcat Jet, Mark Pazzarello. Waterside Lucky, Kerry Romeo. Sly Baron on the outside for Joey Porter. Field of 6 to contest the 7th, top of the stretch. Here they come. And there they go off and pacing, and Brother John, as usual, timed the gate perfectly and leads it into the turn. Accelerator down at the inside second. Wildcat Jet trying to get up there and look for the pocket spot from 3rd. Away 4th is Elm Grove Lady Luck. Then 5th round the turn. to the veteran mare Waterside Lucky, and Sly Barron can see them all from back there in 6th. Single file, they'll go to that opening quarter. Brother John on the lead for Randy Ghetto. Accelerator, what's worked out a pocket ride from the rail there. 2nd, Wildcat Jet sits 3rd and is moving to the outside early. Flushing the cover 4th, Elm Grove Lady Luck, 29-1. Opened it up. It looks like a ground-saving trip for Waterside Lucky. She sits in from 5th, and Sly Barron continues to see them all back there in 6th. Opening half mile, Brother John will cut the numbers here in the Lambert Todd Days pace. Wildcat Jets, though, is going to keep them rolling on the outside 2nd. Accelerators worked out a perfect pocket ride 3rd. Elm Grove Lady Luck gaps the cover 4th. 58-4 opening half mile. Brother John, the leader, on a 29-3 second panel next to 3/4. Wildcat Jet just a neck away 2nd. Accelerator will need racing room 3rd. Elm Grove Lady Luck, they're stalled 4th. Waterside Lucky shoots the gap from 5th. Sly Barron trails, but not out of it 6th. Wildcat Jet trying desperately to get down to the pylons at 3/4 in 1:28-3. Brother John there 2nd. We said Accelerator needed a way out, and Redmond found it here with an 1/8 of a mile left to go. Lambert Todd Days pace. Wildcat Jet into the stretch, but Accelerator's on the gas pedal, and Redmond Doucette gave him a perfect steer, and wow, he's drawing away here in the stretch. Accelerator on the line by about 6. Brother John back on for 2nd. Maybe Wildcat Jet for 3rd. 1:58-3. Accelerator on his way back to the 7th race. Winners circle the 6-year-old. Bay Stallion by Driven to Win is from the Grin from Ear to Ear Dam, KG Affair. Grinning from ear to ear is Robert Blanchard of Howie Center. He owns and trains. And Redmond Doucette in the bike for the win. Accelerators 3rd in 2019, 16th lifetime victory, and right to his life's mark here today. Lambert Todd Days, the folks from Reserve Mines on hand with the cooler presentation. They've kept that history alive here at the Downs year after year. Accelerator this week in the winners over. It's been a wide open winners over at Northside. 1:58-3 gives Redmond Doucette a driving double through 7 on Saturday afternoon at Northside.
Can you ask whoever's driving a Golden Power?
Ladies and gentlemen, the owner of a gold Impala, FWZ284. Please go to your vehicle. It must be moved immediately. That's a gold Impala, FWZ284. Please go to your vehicle. You need to move it right away. Thank you. Afternoon 7th race is now official. Accelerator was the race winner. Elm Grove Lady Luck finished 6th. Brother John was 2nd. Wildcat Jet 3rd. Waterside Lucky was 5th. And Sly Baron finished 4th. 29-1, 58-4, 128-3. And a mile of 158-3, equaling his life's best. That's one Accelerator. Top down, it's 162, 3-5, then 4 on the bottom. Accelerator pays 650, 310 and 230. Brother John 330 and 220. And Wildcat Jet $3 to show. The Quinella in the afternoon's 7th, 1331. That's seventh race of the afternoon in the hands of the starter. It's post time. It's a field of 6 this week, and the winner's over. The Lambert Todd Days Pace Accelerator on the rail for Redmond Doucette. Elm Grove Lady Luck, Gerard Kennedy. Brother John and Randy Ghetto. Wildcat Jet, Mark Pezzarello. Waterside Lucky, Kerry Romeo. Sly Baron on the outside for Joey Porter. Field of 6 to contest the 7th, top of the stretch. Here they come. And there they go off and pacing, and Brother John, as usual, timed the gate perfectly and leads it into the turn. Accelerator down at the inside second. Wildcat Jet trying to get up there and look for the pocket spot from 3rd. Away 4th is Elm Grove Lady Luck. Then 5th round the turn to the veteran mare Waterside Lucky, and Sly Baron can see them all from back there in 6th. Single file, they'll go to that opening quarter. Brother John on the lead for Randy Ghetto. Accelerator, it's worked out a pocket ride from the rail there. 2nd, Wildcat Jet sits 3rd and is moving to the outside early. Flushing the cover 4th, Elm Grove Lady Luck, 29-1. Opened it up. It looks like a ground-saving trip for Waterside Lucky. She sits in from 5th. And Sly Baron continues to see them all back there in 6th. Opening half mile, Brother John will cut the numbers here in the Lambert Todd Days Pace. Wildcat Jets, though, is going to keep them rolling on the outside 2nd. Accelerators worked out a perfect pocket ride 3rd. Elm Grove Lady Luck gaps the cover 4th. 58-4 opening half mile. Brother John, the leader, on a 29-3 second panel next to 3/4. Wildcat Jet just a neck away 2nd. Accelerator will need racing room 3rd. Elm Grove Lady Luck, they're stalled 4th. Waterside Lucky shoots the gap from 5th. Sly Baron trails, but not out of it 6th. Wildcat Jet trying desperately to get down to the pylons at 3/4 in 128-3. Brother John there 2nd. We said Accelerator needed a way out, and Redmond found it here with an 1/8 of a mile left to go. Lambert Todd Days Pace. Wildcat Jet into the stretch, but Accelerator's on the gas pedal, and Redmond Doucette gave him a perfect steer, and wow, he's drawing away here in the stretch. Accelerator on the line by about 6. Brother John back on for 2nd. Maybe Wildcat Jet for 3rd. 158-3. Entries on track for post parade for the afternoon's 8th and final private practice. The 1, co-owned by Jerry Snow and Henry Paswata. Jerry Snow training and driving. 2, Pictonian Fancy Pass is owned and trained by Steve Lewis. Redmond Doucette this afternoon catch drives. 3, QT's Charlie is owned and trained by Johnny Murphy. Roddy Hurley is on the bike. 4, The Good Wife is owned, trained, and driven by Kevin Bailey. 5, Blue Line, co-owned by Randy and Bradley Ghetto, Susan McSween and Wayne Hardy. Dana Ghetto trains with Randy Ghetto driving. 6, Pictonian Cyrus is co-owned by Charlie O'Coin and James Hogan. Charlie O'Coin trains with Mark Pazzarello. Logan's Wish, 7, is owned by John McDonald, trained by Kevin Bailey. Adam Link will drive. 8, Give It All rounds out the field for owner-trainer Heather Hawkins and driver Gerard Kennedy. It's the field's 8th and final Triactor Exactor Superfecta Win Play Show wagering with post time at 3:40 in 6 minutes. Starter calls the horses. It's post time here for the 8th. Eighth and final for Saturday afternoon. In the hands of the starter, it's post time. In the finale, it's Private Practice and Jerry Snow, Pictonian, Fancy Pass, and Redmond Doucette. QT's Charlie, Roddy Hurley. The Good Wife, Kevin Bailey. Blue Line, Randy Ghetto. Pictonian's Cyrus, Mark Pezzarello. Logan's Wish, Adam Link. Give It All, Gerard Kennedy. 8th race, top of the stretch. Here they come. And there they go, off and pacing. 3 wide, they're leaving out there into the turn down the center. QT's Charlie at the rail. Pictonian, Fancy Pass, and the Good Wife driving on here in the early going. Up front, Pictonian, Fancy Pass, the leader. The Good Wife's going to cross over now to sit second. Away third is QT's Charlie. Give It All. Got away fourth. Fifth at the inside is Private Practice. Underway sixth goes Pictonian Cyrus, Logan's Wish, and Blue Line are the early trailers. They're strung out here at the quarter. Pictonian, Fancy Pass, and Redmond Doucette on the catch drive call. They're up front 29 and 2 opened it up. The Good Wife's got a nice pocket ride here in the finale. Second, QT's Charlie lays off the speed. Third, backfield starts to roll. Pictonian Cyrus underway fourth. Down at the inside, fifth is Give It All. Private Practice moving out there from sixth. Then at the back, trailing, Blue Line underway, and Logan's Wish staying in, opening half mile. Pictonian, Fancy Pass had them over there on a length and a half lead. On the pocket sitting the Good Wife in 1 minute and 2/5. QT's Charlie stayed in third. Pictonian Cyrus has to come first up and is advanced now to fourth. Give It All locked and blocked fifth. Private Practice is stalled there sixth. Then wide seventh goes Blue Line, and Logan's Wish will have to rally from the back as they go to 3/4. Up front, still Pictonian, Fancy Pass. Wow, the Good Wife is all over the helmet there second. QT's Charlie up the inside third. Pictonian Cyrus is stalled from fourth. 3/4 and 1:30 and 4/5. Pictonian, Fancy Pass the leader with just over 1/8 of a mile left to go. The Good Wife still there second. QT's Charlie cannot cut into that advantage at this point from third. Up the inside fourth, Give It All, but into the stretch. Pictonian, Fancy Pass, the Good Wife. Pictonian, Fancy Pass is going to give Redmond Doucette a driving triple on the afternoon. Good Wife looked to stay for second over QT's Charlie for third and 2:01 and 1. Pictonian Fancy Pass on his way back to the 8th race. Winner's circle, the 11-year-old Brown Gelding by Island Fantasy, is out of the Western Hanover Dam Western Pass. Owned and trained by Steve Lewis. Point Edward, Redmond Doucette got the call this afternoon. Put Pictonian Fancy Pass on top all the way to get his first win here in 2019. The Pacers' 19th lifetime victory. Redmond had a hat trick here this afternoon at Northside. Pictonian Fancy Pass got him the third one here, wire to wire, in 2:01 and 1. Afternoon's 8th and final is official. Private Practice was 8th. Pictonian Fancy Pass, the race winner. QT's Charlie, 3rd. The Good Wife was 2nd. Blue Line finished 7th. Pictonian Cyrus was 5th. Logan's Wish, 4th. Give It All finished 6th. Fractions of 29 and 2. 1 minute and 2. 1:30 and 4. And a mile of 2:01 and 1 for 2 Pictonian Fancy Pass. Top down, it's 8:13. 2:75. 4, then 6 on the bottom. Pictonian Fancy Pass returned 650, 370, and 250. The Good Wife at 1090 and 850. And QT's Charlie, $3.40 to show. Eighth and final for Saturday afternoon. In the hands of the starter, it's post time. In the finale, it's Private Practice and Jerry Snow, Pictonian Fancy Pass and Redmond Doucette. QT's Charlie, Roddy Hurley. The Good Wife, Kevin Bailey. Blue Line, Randy Ghetto. Pictonian's Cyrus, Mark Pezzarello. Logan's Wish, Adam Link. Give It All, Gerard Kennedy. 8th race, top of the stretch. Here they come. And there they go, off and pacing. 3 wide, they're leaving out there into the turn down the center. QT's Charlie at the rail. Pictonian Fancy Pass and the Good Wife driving on here in the early going. Up front, Pictonian Fancy Pass, the leader. The Good Wife's going to cross over now to sit second. Away third is QT's Charlie. Give It All. Got away fourth. Fifth at the inside is Private Practice. Underway sixth goes Pictonian Cyrus. Logan's Wish and Blue Line are the early trailers. They're strung out here at the quarter. Pictonian Fancy Pass and Redmond Doucette on the catch drive call. They're up front 29 and 2 opened it up. The Good Wife's got a nice pocket ride here in the finale. Second, QT's Charlie lays off the speed. Third, backfield starts to roll. Pictonian Cyrus underway. Fourth, down at the inside. Fifth is Give It All. Private Practice moving out there from sixth. Then at the back, trailing, Blue Line underway, and Logan's Wish staying in, opening half mile. Pictonian, Fancy Pass had them over there on a length and a half lead. On the pocket sitting the Good Wife in 1 minute. And a 2/5. QT's Charlie stayed in third. Pictonian Cyrus has to come first up and is fourth. Give It All locked and blocked fifth. Private Practice is stalled there sixth. Then wide seventh goes Blue Line, and Logan's Wish will have to rally from the back as they go to 3/4. Up front, still Pictonian Fancy Pass. Wow, the Good Wife is all over the helmet there second. QT's Charlie up the inside third. Pictonian Cyrus is stalled from fourth. 3/4 in 1:30 and 4/5. Pictonian Fancy Pass the leader with just over an eighth of a mile left to go. The Good Wife still there second. QT's Charlie cannot cut into that advantage at this point from third. Up the inside fourth, Give It All, but into the stretch. Pictonian Fancy Pass, the Good Wife. Pictonian Fancy Pass is going to give Redmond Doucette a driving triple on the afternoon. The Good Wife looked to stay for second over QT's Charlie for third in 2:01 and 1.